definitely look better from a distance, and that's the way most people will see my car anyway. Today we're going to refinish these wheels using tools most people have around their garage. Stay tuned. Over time, I collected up wheels from my old car. 4 different people by the looks of it. So today I'm going to refinish them using items we have around the garage, specifically some air tools, a grinder, and I'm going to rattle can finish it. Let's watch and see. I do have a sandblast cabinet, and they do work great. But for this job, I want to use hand tools, stuff people have kicking around the garage. Looking them over, they're not too bad for 50-year-old wheels. This one's the most rusty one. It's going to involve the most work. So that's where the wire wheel will come in handy. I've been looking it over, and the wire wheel can get a lot of in here. It can get a lot of the back. Most of the front. The other air tools, they're going to be used for these little valleys and hollows. Try to clean it up as best as possible. I'm not budgeting a whole lot of time for this job, so like most of my tasks, they're quick and fairly easy. Not perfect, but quick enough to get the heavy stuff off. Now I'm going to use some of the air tools to get into the valleys and crevices, and we'll go from there. The grinder is a standard 4.5-inch angle grinder with a wire wheel on it. I like the braided wire. I find it doesn't throw as many the metal needles out of it as the other ones. For air tools, I'm using an angle die grinder with these little foam abrasive discs. Using an air drill with another wire wheel, and this with the sanding discs or the sanding belt on it, just for a couple of the sharp edges on the rims. You could probably make do with a drill for all of it. Good enough for me. Now time to clean it up and prime it. Four of them are completed. It took 1 hour with the wire wheel on the grinder. I used a little bit of this, as you saw on video. I used the drill with actually that wire wheel and the smaller wire wheel. I ended up not using the die grinder. The disc kept flying off, so I'm guessing it's either wore out or it's a Velcro that holds it, so it's either wore out or just goes above the suggested RPM. So next step for us is I'm going to wipe them down with a thinner or reducer or some sort of solvent, and we'll put some primer on it. Primer time. Using a primer sealer, gray. The back are going primer, the sides primer, the front primer. Top coat, the back will have black, sides black, then the facing of the rims will be like a tire, like a wheel silver. Off camera, I'll do the other three. The back and sides are primed. Now we'll let that set, and I'm going to paint the back and the sides black before I flip them over. Now we're ready to put some black on. I'm just going with flat black, Krylon rust protector. Same as the last video. We'll paint one of them, then I'll do the rest off camera. I like the spray on this one. There we go, one quick coat done. I'm going to do the other three. For completed, it took just under 2 cans of paint, and hats off to Trimclad, the nozzle didn't clog at all. Now we're going to prime the front of these. I made a mistake earlier. I said I thanked Trimclad, but it was actually Krylon paint. So we'll paint, or we'll prime this one, then off camera I'll do the other three. Okay, so we're done that one. For primed, we'll let that sit for about 30 minutes, then we'll put our wheel silver paint on it. Primer set, now it's time to put the silver paint on the wheels. Same as before. We'll paint this one, and then I'll do the other three off camera. So this paint it's a duplicate color, and let's see what color it is. Well, maybe there's a part number on it. Oh, they just called it silver. CHWP 101. It's the closest duplicate color I could find that would match somewhat a GM wheel color. Ooh, that's bright. We'll see. Definitely lots of metallic in it. We'll see what it looks like when it sets. Overall, I'm pleased enough. So now we're going to paint the other 3. For paint it, I've got 3 coats on it. They're a little brighter than I like. I'm still going to give it some time for the paint to set. Maybe it'll dullen up a little bit. I hope it will anyway. So let's check back. So it's been a little while. The paint is dry. I put the rims in the garage. They're still bright. Like, I'll use them for now. And again, the paint wasn't really the intent of the video. It was more the refinishing of the wheels. I have about 2 hours into this whole task. And properly sandblasting, sanding down, fixing the imperfections, priming, painting, maybe clear coating is the full proper way. But for a quick rattle can job, I'm happy with the turn, or I'm happy with the results. I'll be able to use them on the car until I decide what other wheels I want to put on it. So this gives you an idea what you can do in a couple hours with essentially a mini grinder, a drill with a wire brush, and some rattle cans. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.